November as Janajatiya Gaurava Divas. As a tribute to him, honorable members, Azadi Ka Amrita Mahotsav is a sacred occasion for all the Indians to give concrete shape to the resolutions for the next 25 years. My government is moving fast on building a strong foundation for the next 25 years, following the mantra of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Viswas, or Sabka Prayas. The most important resolution related to this foundation is this creation of India, which includes all benefits of all, which is strong and self-reliant. The challenging period of Corona has inspired us to achieve our goals of the fastest possible pace. Honorable members, the COVID pandemic affected the entire world, and in India too, many of our loved ones were snatched away from us. In these circumstances, the central government, the state governments, the local governments, and the administration, our doctors, nurses, and health workers, our scientists and entrepreneurs have worked as a team. This mutual trust, coordination and cooperation between the government and the citizens is an unprecedented example of the strength of our democracy. For this, I appreciate every health and frontline worker and every citizen. Honorable members, several countries have experienced scarcity of food grains and faced starvation during the Corona crisis. But my sensitive government ensured that nobody remained hungry during the worst pandemic in 100 years. My government is providing free ration to each poor household every month under the Pradhana Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana. This is the world's largest food distribution program, with an outlay of rupees 2,60,000 crores, reaching out to 80 crore beneficiaries for 19 months. Being fully sensitive to the present circumstances, the government has extended this scheme till March 2022. More than 2 crore Pakka houses have been provided to the poor under the Pradhana Mantri Awas Yojana as a result of the efforts made in the last few years. Under the Pradhana Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin, 1 crore 17 lakh houses have been approved at a cost of about rupees 1.5 lakh crores in the last 3 years. Launched with the aim of Har Ghar Jal, the Jal Jeevan mission has brought about a huge difference in the lives of the people. Nearly 6 crore rural households have been provided a tap water connection despite the constraints imposed by the pandemic. It has been a huge benefit for the women, sisters and daughters in our villages. My government is working continuously to empower farmers and the rural economy of the country. Despite the pandemic, our farmers produced more than 30 crore tons of food grains and 33 crore tons of horticulture produce in 2021. The government made record procurement to match the record production. The government procured 433 lakh metric tons of wheat during the Rabi season, benefiting about 50 lakh farmers. A record quantity of about 900 lakh metric tons of paddy was procured during the Kharif season, benefiting 1 crore 30 lakh farmers. Honorable members, the great Saint Thiruvalluvar has said, Karka Kasadu Ara, Karpavai Katrapin, Nirka Atarkutaga. That is what a person is, has learned, is reflected in his conduct. My government is implementing a new national education policy across the country to give shape to the resolve and potential of Atmanirbhara Bharat. Local languages, Indian language, are also being promoted through the national education policy. Emphasis is being laid on conducting important entrance examinations for undergraduate courses in Indian languages as well. This year, 19 engineering colleges in 10 states will start teaching in 6 Indian languages. Honorable members, we have all witnessed the potential of India's youth power during the Tokyo Olympics. In its best performance ever in this international competition, India won 7 medals In the Tokyo Paralympics, 2 Indian para-athletes set a record of winning 19 medals. In order to improve India's performance in the Olympics and sports, the central government along with the state government is setting up hundreds of Khelo India centers in the country. The government has also established centers for disability sports in Gwalior with modern facilities to provide training to Divyang youth in para sports. Honorable members, due to consistent endeavor of my government, India has again emerged as one of the fastest growing economies in the world. GST collection has consistently remained above rupees 1 lakh crore during the last several months, inflow of $48 billion in the first 7 months of the current financial year. It is a testimony to the belief the global investor community has in India's growth story. Our goods exports stood at $300 billion, or more than rupees 22 lakh crores. Honorable members, India has strengthened its standing in rapidly evolving global environment through improvement in diplomatic relations. India chaired the United Nations Security Council in August 2021 and took several path-breaking decisions under the presidency of India. For the first time, the Security Council held a comprehensive debate on the issue of maritime security. The Security Council, for the first time, adopted a presidential statement on this subject and did so unanimously. Honorable members, climate change is a major challenge confronting the whole world at present. India has emerged as a responsible global voice on this subject. At the COP26 summit, my government has announced that by 2030, India will reduce its carbon emission by 1 billion tons. India has also committed to a target of becoming net zero emission economy by 2070. The government have also taken the initiative of Green Grid Initiative, one sun, one world, one grid with the global community. It is the first international network of global interconnected solar power grids. Our ambitions and resolve towards environment are a testimony to our sensitivity towards nature. Honorable members, today in the Amrita call of independence, our resolve of Ek Bharat Shrestha Bharat is enabling us to write a new chapter of development. On this basis of democratic values, today the country is making special efforts for the states and regions hitherto left neglected. Honorable members, today the country's achievements and success are limitless, and the country's potential and possibilities. The achievements are not of one of institution or establishment. These are the collective achievements of more than 1 billion citizens of our country. These are the fruits of the labor and sweat of billion-plus people. These achievements are milestones in the long journey to achieve our ambitious goals and our motivation towards forward. In the year 2047, India will be celebrating its centenary of independence. We have to work hard for building a grand, modern and developed India of that time. We have to ensure that our hard work leads to fruitful results in the end. We all have to take an equal stake in this journey too. I appreciate the manner in which all the members of Parliament have discharged their responsibilities and the two houses have functioned with all precautions during this challenging time of Corona. You are the drivers of hope and aspirations of crores of people. It will be the same spirit that we have to keep working in future. I have belief that together we will take our great Bharatavarsha to the pinnacle of its glory. With the same spirit, I once again congratulate all of you. My profuse thanks to all of you. Jai Hind.